Weak men melt when it gets hot, right? It's an analogy or metaphor that I've used before. Well, if we want to be a little bit more analytical, a little bit more formulaic, we could say that weak systems collapse in the face of resistance. Friction is, as I explained before, it's the external resistance to what it is that we're trying to accomplish. Friction is the water in the pool that we're trying to walk through. It's going to expose how much a guy wants it, right? So I use the term will, right? And when we're talking about an individual's will, it's really, I guess commonly described as how bad do you really want it? And you could talk about how bad you really want it, but you really want to be able to see somebody show you how much they want. And when you have a weak system, sometimes that resistance is enough, that friction in the form of resistance is enough to undermine the will, to eventually sabotage the output of your efforts. You could be really enthusiastic about it, and you could have a good system to do it even. But if the friction is high enough, it's going to undermine just how committed you are to achieving what it is you're trying to achieve. But if your will or your system is less ideal, is dysfunctionally low, if you don't really want it, and or you got a bad system that you're using to get it, a little bit of resistance and you're done, right? And that's, some men just don't, they don't have the wherewithal to even look to see why these things aren't happening the way they are. So oftentimes men are not used to sort of analyzing why things are going wrong. They're much more comfortable and much more adept at creating the stories that rationalize why these things are happening. Ultimately, these stories that are created usually absolve them of any accountability.